Well, hello and welcome to my reading corner. Thank you so much for joining me again in my little setup here. Let's talk 2019 goals. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Cece. I do mostly Bookish subscription box unboxings, but sometimes I also do other Bookish stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're here for today. Looking at what I might want to achieve or do or change in 2019 in regards to reading and my channel. So first off, I read a total of 97 books in the year of 2018. I was not able to finish it on that round number 100, and that is what I want to achieve in 2019. I really do want to get to a full 100 books that I'm reading in 2019. The second reading goal that I have is I want to do more buddy reads. I have spent a lot of time this year getting back into reading, finding more of my reading taste. I participated in readathons a lot, and I started participating a lot in read-alongs, but I want more of this direct connection with people. I want more, I feel still quite disconnected to a lot of other readers, booktubers, book bloggers, or whatever. So I really do want to connect with more people, and so I do want to do buddy reads. If you are in the mood for buddy reads and want to buddy read something with me, reach out to me. I am very open to reading with all of you. The next reading goal that I have is that I do want to reduce my old TBR. So everything that I put on my shelf, not only last year. So I think most books on my TBR shelf, there's around 250 books on my shelf right now that I haven't read yet. Most of them I purchased last year, but especially the ones that I purchased before that, they need to go. They need to be read or go. I want to read a little bit more non-fantasy. I love reading fantasy, and this will always be like my most read genre. But I want to branch out a little bit. And same goes for YA. I do prefer reading YA. It's just fluffy in a way that it relaxes me, and I think it's fun. I also just love this area. I love the age of the protagonist because I think it's very exciting time in most people's lives. And with like older protagonists, I'm often quite annoyed with like what it's all about. I mean, just as a comparison, when we're talking chick lit, it's a lot of the time in like when we're like doing contemporary romance, chick lit, whatever, even if it's fun, I can't relate to their mindset at all. And it feels very bleh. I don't want to read about being old. I don't want to read about having kids. I have that on my own here. I do have a son, and I just get bored by it because, yeah, I can relate to a few of the problems that they're having, but I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like, ugh. Also with the romance, I'd rather have a real romance in my life than reading about it. Reading about romance just annoys me so much because it always feels so wrong and forced and not real. I mean, and that is me saying that after me, like, my biggest romance in my life was very fairy tale-ish. So I think if I would write down how like that all happened, like my biggest romance in my life, people would say, oh yeah, that's too made up, that can't happen. But I'd rather have that in life and not read about it. So long story short, I just think that the age, the coming of age, when these kids grow up and become adults slowly. I think it's a very interesting time. It's a time of a lot of character growth that I find interesting, and it's not so much about relating to them like right now on the same level. It's just the most interesting. All right, but I want to read more non-YA. Right. I do also want to progress in series before starting new series. And I know that I'm already doing quite well with my January TBR, but I do want to progress in series. And I do want to focus on progressing in series or finishing series by Cassandra Clare, Brandon Sanderson, Victoria Schwab, and Tamora Pierce. There's a few series that I need to finish, a few books that I really want to get to, and I really want to have at least one of these books every month. Now, for my monthly TBR, I have made like this little list here. I do want to do continue doing read-alongs and readathons, and this year I actually want to have read the book in time for the read-along live shows. Most of the time I was like a day or two late, and in 2018 that needs to change. And the Booksplosion book of the month December was actually, I think, one of the first ones that I actually was able to do the live show on time. So I want to do more of these. And then I have given myself a few challenges that I will use to build my TBR throughout the year. One is I have to pick one of the oldest on my wish list on Goodreads. So on Goodreads I have my wish list, which is books I want to read but I don't own yet, and my want to read on Goodreads is all books that I already do own. And so oldest on wish list is just books that I might have put on my I want to read it one day years ago, and I either purchase that and read it, or I delete 10 off my wish list just to get that wish list a little down. And then I want to pick one of the oldest from my physical TBR, and if I don't read it, it will go. It will be on hold. Then I want to pick one of the oldest releases on my TBR, because I do have a lot of newer released books, a lot of 2018, 2017 books, and I want to get to these older books as well. I want to choose one with the book with the lowest Goodreads rating, because I just want to I just want to make sure if I want to DNF them or not. Just go through. And I am picking one of the most reviewed ones, so like a bad and a good one. And it might turn out that I love the bad one more than the other one, but that's just how I set up my challenges. And then, yeah, one non-YA, one non-fantasy, and progressing in series. And I've put like little things like behind all these prompts, saying if I don't pick that off, read that one from the wish list, delete 10 or unhaul, or delete 2 or 10 or whatever. So I have like things attached to if I don't do what I came out to do. Having said that, I do tend to stick to my TBRs quite well, but I tend to have super ambitious TBRs and then not read everything of it. So I want also to read at least 50% of my TBR in future. I'm not sure what I do if I don't, but like keep those TBRs more realistic. I don't want to run out of books on a TBR during my month. I love reading, having my reading list, not having to stand in front of my shelf. I'm like, oh, what am I in the mood for to read next? I like when my TBR tells me this is next. I don't know why, I just like that a lot. So once a month, sitting down, making my TBR, and by like in December, I actually had a list when to read what, like in order, and that felt so good for some reason. I don't need to branch out of my TBR. I never have that feeling. So that is really good, but keep it a little bit more realistic. Keep it a little bit higher than I will achieve, so I don't run out. But keep it quite realistic and achieve more than 50% each month. Okay, so next I have channel goals. Channel goals are a lot shorter. First off, subscribers. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need a subscribers goal. I don't really get that subscribers goal. I just do this whole channel thing because it's fun, because I have an awesome time doing this, and it just gets me into, it just supports my getting back into reading, and I just want to connect to people. So I don't want more subscribers. Well, that's not true. Of course I like more subscribers, because that validates that there's something about what I'm doing is right and is resonating with people. So it's some kind of confirmation of that I'm doing something well, but I don't need that to feel good about myself. So I'd rather connect with more people, have more buddy reads, have more, feel more part of the community than having more subscribers. So my main goal is on connecting with people and not having more subscribers. If I get more subscribers, I'm very happy. And if I reach milestones, I will do giveaways to celebrate, because it's a fantastic thing and I'm very thankful. But there's no goal for me, like, I need to get to that. Like, I don't feel that as there's no ambition for me to do that. What I do want to do, and this is pretty much my only or main goal for 2019 for my channel, is to do more different videos that are book related and not just unboxings. I have 2 series that I'm working on that are reading vlogish types. One I have already started posting. One I have taped 4 or 5, but they take a lot of time editing, and me having a full-time job, being a single mom, I just don't have as much time to edit. So it just takes me a little bit longer. But one is a series that is like a reading vlog while I'm traveling. I travel quite a lot for my job, and I like to film where I'm at. I like travel vlogs, but I feel like I don't only want to do travel vlogs, so I'm branching that out into a reading travel vlog. And I taped some end of last year in Italy, in Spain, in the UK, in Poland, in Luxembourg, and in Germany. And I'm hoping to get to editing them soon and putting them up on my channel. And this is something that I want to do more often. And the other series I'm still working on, so I'm not going to be able to give you more details on that, because I have to do a lot more reading before I can start with that series. And I'm hoping to come up with more ideas about like more bookish content. So I do want to give you between 4 to 8 unboxings every month. That's the amount of boxes that I get. My biggest bottleneck is the time it takes to edit, and I have gotten some help with the editing, and I'm hoping that this works out this year, that I can continuously give you 4 to 8 unboxings a month, and then adding to that just some bookish stuff. This is it for my 2019 goals. Let me know what you think. I'm very, very excited to hear your thoughts about it. And I am going to go off and start watching other people's 2019 goals now, because I didn't want to watch them before I had mine taped, simply because I didn't want to blend it with my ideas too much. But let's see what other people have like for ideas, and let's see if there's anything I want to add to mine after watching it all. I should try and work on these things before adding more, but I know that other videos will give me other ideas. So if you do have a 2019 goals video, link it down below. Let me know that you have one. I would love to watch it. All right, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to support me. And I hope to see you again on my channel real soon. Until then, bye!